The Iguana Surf Camp is an eco-friendly staying area because we use solar and we collect rainwater, which is nice because it's good to feel eco-friendly. But at the same time, we've had a few minor issues where we've either run out of power or run out of water, which is easy to overcome. You just stop using one or the other. One of the problems we've had is that because we have solar energy, it needs the sun to power anything, and it's been kind of overcast, and that's just kind of give and take. It's nice to be able to use the, sun for power, but when you don't have the sun, you don't have the power.
So today we visited the markets down by the beach, and we met Fatia and her family, who are some really cool locals who we became friends with quickly. And today we invited them over to our house, and tonight we're going to have them for dinner.
Yeah, we're all really excited for it.
What?
Braden camp.
Meet Master Braden Camp. Braden Camp?
Yeah.
With a P?
Yeah, the P at the end.
Alright, so this.
Kate, Melody, et j'ai toujours oublié toi, sœur. Fatia, Melody, Kate. Oui. Oh, what's your name again? Bailey. And Alex.
Cooking.
Oui, faire la cuisine.
Alex, Washington DC,
Monsieur
capitaine
Bœuf.
du monde.
Est-ce qu'il y a beaucoup de végétariens
Alors,
ici?
that's good. I think that's pretty good.
Elle est une végétarienne.
Oui. Tu vas pas manger ça? Non, oui. Tu vas manger?
Non.
Pardonnez-moi, madame, pardonnez-moi. Non, c'est bon.
Pendant les week-ends. Oui. Bon, ça dépend. C'est pas que je vois toujours mes amis. Il y a des amis que je vois pas, ils sont partis en France ou bien ils sont partis en vacances.
Last time we had a dinner with the locals, and we had spaghetti for dinner and salad, and it was actually a really cool interaction because we got to interact in French with all of the local people, kids that were actually our age. And me and I actually met this really cool girl named Kate. She was 13 years old, and we had a lot of really cool conversations about like her family life and what she does on the weekends and just how different it is from our culture.
Kate goes to a local school here on the island of Guadeloupe, and since she's around our age, it was really interesting learning about the differences in our two cultures. For example, like we've traveled a lot of places, and like she's never been to the States, which we thought was like really interesting. And I think it'd be really cool if she could come and come to the States. And
Kate actually worked with her mom at a stall beside the beach, and we actually saw her today at 12 o'clock during our lunch break, and she actually sat down with us and had some orangina, which is like a really good drink here in Guadeloupe. And afterwards we went back to her stand where they sell dresses, and we tried on some hats and some dresses and stuff, and actually bought stuff.
During dinner, I talked with a girl named Melody, and she was 17, and we found out we had a lot in common. Like she goes to school, and we both have the same breaks, although it was interesting because we live in different parts of the world. And at her school, they play all the same sports that we do, except they find American football really funny. And she was imitating how they thought it was so violent, and it was interesting to hear a different perspective on it. And then it was hard to talk in different languages because there were some things that I didn't understand and that she didn't understand. So we had to try and explain it in a language that we weren't really comfortable in.
Ça, c'est des feuilles de corosol. Donc même si là où vous êtes, vous avez ça, vous prenez les petites feuilles les plus bourgeonnantes et vous faites un petit thé ou vous demandez à la personne chez qui vous êtes de vous faire un petit thé. Super, super bon.
And right now we're at John Luke's house. And earlier today we went on a hike and we saw a bunch of the local fruits that they actually sell in like the little individual markets beside the ocean. They have a lot of naturally growing fruit trees and vegetable plants.
At John Luke's house we saw pineapples and mangoes and also a huge tree that's just been growing naturally. So it was really cool how the stuff wasn't like farmed and developed, but it was natural and local.
And really fresh. After the hike, we all came back here to make some jewelry from a lot of the seeds from the trees that he has actually on his property. And behind us, they're actually making necklaces and earrings and bracelets.
Some of the beads that people made their jewelry out of were from the thorns of the punishment tree. The punishment tree was a tree that we saw on our hike in John Luke's garden, and it had thorns on it, and it was used in the olden days to punish slaves and people that needed to be punished. So before we made our jewelry, we talked with John Luke about the Rastafarian culture and way of life, and we learned a lot of cool things about it in French. We learned that it's more of a religion and not just like there's not one stereotypical view of it like people think. We learned that it was created, it's kind of recent. It was created in like the 1800s, and yeah.
Rasta was actually the name of like Mr. or Sir, and his first name was Farian. So that's basically where the name Rastafarian came from, long for Rastas. And in the Bible, people believe that Jesus was going to come back to earth, and Rastafarians believe that
their king
Rasta.
was Jesus, and like when their country was the only when their country that was the only country like not in war and at turmoil, they really believed they had a great king and they thought he was Jesus.
Yes, Rastafari is a universal culture. C'est la culture universelle qui peut s'adapter à toutes les races, à tous les peuples, aux hommes comme aux femmes. Et donc on est très heureux de vous recevoir et de partager un peu la culture rasta et guadeloupéenne aussi, à travers les graines qui représentent la nature, et puis à travers aussi l'échange qu'on peut faire, échanger les bonnes choses positives, quoi. Et puis le message qu'on fait passer, c'est respecter la nature, tout est important, toutes les vies sont importantes. Autant que possible, respecter la vie, ne tuer que les animaux dont on a besoin.
Oui.
Pourquoi pas consommer un maximum de plantes et tout, et puis tourner nos regards vers l'Afrique, parce que je crois que l'Afrique, c'est si l'Afrique retrouve un peu sa force, c'est tout le monde qui va aller mieux, quoi, les États-Unis y compris.
So he was saying that like there's not just one certain way of being Rastafarian. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy. Like it can be anyone. And he was saying how important it is to like respect nature and like the plants and the animals and respect life, and how it's like a religion.
Yeah, you understand very very well French.
Merci.
Because you have repeat what I say in English.
Oh, good. Merci.
Yes, but this is very positive, and I like this. J'aime beaucoup cette forme de rencontre qu'on a avec des jeunes comme vous, ou même moi, ça me fait vraiment plaisir.
He's just saying that he likes the interactions that we're all having, and it's like even though we all come from different places,
we're like learning about each other,
connect with each other,
and learn new things about each other.